Good day everyone, my name is Treasure and you're welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we'll be talking about something very interesting. We'll be understanding the reason why abuse victims remain or keep going back to their abuser. I usually hear a lot of people say things like, oh, why can't they just leave? I mean, can't they see that this person is harming them? Can't they see that this person is hurting them? I mean, it's not that hard. You should just leave. It's usually not that simple for them. Have you heard of Stockholm Syndrome before? So basically, Stockholm Syndrome is a psychological response that the abused victim develops in order to cope with the trauma and the stressful situation, basically. So they are kind of they develop a psychological bond. So Stockholm Syndrome is more like a psychological bond between the victim and the abuser. So now the reason why it's not just easy for them to leave is because their nervous system is on freeze mode, literally. I'm sure we are quite familiar with the fight or flight mode that our nervous system develops in order to cope with stressful situations. Yes, so we also have the freeze mode, which is also a response from the nervous system, the sympathetic nervous system to be precise. So, you know how maybe you see something scary, maybe an animal, a lion, a snake, a bear. Some people's first reaction is to run. Some they fight that particular thing that is causing them stress. While some people freeze, they just stand still. That's basically the states that these victims are. They are in the freeze mode. So as a form of coping mechanism, they kind of develop sympathy for the abuser. They develop positive emotions towards the abuser. And it's weird because but that's what basically happens. So they come up with excuses for the abuser. You hear them say things like, no, this is not how he is, this is not how she is, she's usually not like this. I must have done something or said something that's triggered their behavior. They just come up with excuses to defend their abuser. They think it's their fault that their abuser is acting like that towards them, that the abuser is hitting them or whatever. So, and this, like I said, is a coping mechanism. But they usually, because they are not aware, they mistake it for love. And when the abuser now, does something kind for them, they see it as That's why if you see victims of physical abuse after they've been battered and beaten, the abuser will go and get them nice things, and they'll keep circling around, going back, in that they remain stuck in that loop. The abuser will hit them, get them nice things, they'll stay, and so this is more of a psychological bonding. It's called a trauma bond. Yeah. So now I'm sure your question will be, so how then do they save themselves? How then do they come out from such situations? Like I said earlier, the only solution is to leave. But they first of all have to recognize the fact that number one, they are trauma bonding with their abuser, and number two, their abuser is mentally ill, and should seek professional help. Now, their presence is not the professional help that they need. Their presence is only reinforcing their behavior. Now, let me explain. Now, a lot of abuse victims, they usually say things like, oh, he would change, he said he would change, oh, I can change him, I can change her. That is usually the recurring theme that you hear from majority of them. Now, what they don't understand is that their presence there only reinforces the abuser's behavior. Now, let me give an analogy. Let me use a dog. Now, let's say you take your dog out for a walk, and it just runs astray and goes and bites a stranger, a passerby. Now, what are you expected to do? Punish the dog, right? Punish the dog, beat the dog, whatever. Just do something that will let them know that behavior is bad and they shouldn't repeat it again. But instead, maybe after that behavior, after he has injured a harmless stranger, when you get home, you give the dog a huge treat. You celebrate the dog, like you're only just reinforcing that behavior. It's like a positive reinforcement to a negative behavior. The next time you take that dog for a walk, hopefully it doesn't bite you, the stroller, the person taking the dog for the stroll. He will try to bite more people, injure more people, so that he can get more treats. So that is just exactly what happens when a victim stays or remains in that relationship or friendship. The abuser just thinks, or the abuser will just feel like, well, I don't need to change. She's okay with the behavior. After I hit her, she didn't leave. Or, after I did this, she didn't leave. So maybe I don't need to change. So your presence is basically like that treat that you give to the dog for a negative behavior. So he'll keep on doing it. In fact, it might even keep getting worse. So that, he's getting a treat. Your presence is the treat. So if you truly want to change such person, you need to remove that treat. leave. Your absence is the only way they can actually change. Well, and also seeking for professional help, but you are not the professional help. You are just their treat for a negative behavior. And if it's possible for you also, the victim can also seek professional help to help you detach, because it's not easy, but it's doable, it's possible. And if you know someone that is probably experiencing such, just help them understand. Thank you. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please kindly give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on the notification button. And until then, see you next time.